Hey everyone, let's jump right into this explainer. Look, if you've been following along with us, you already know the basics. You know how to create a document, type things out, save it, the standard stuff. But today, we're really leveling up. We're taking those foundational skills and upgrading them to an absolute professional level. This is Unit 8, Microsoft Word 2. We're going to look at some advanced, incredibly practical tools that are going to make your documents way faster to write, a lot cleaner to read, and significantly more professional.
So let me ask you to be totally honest for a second. Do you actually know how to use features like find, replace, tables, spell check, grammar check, and autocorrect? Like, really use them? If your answer is no, or even just sort of, then this explainer is absolutely crucial for you. We're going to break down these exact tools so you can finally stop wasting hours on manual formatting. It's time to start letting the software do the heavy lifting for you.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's session, which matches your syllabus perfectly. First, we'll cover finding and formatting text. Second, organizing data in tables. Third, proofing and automation tools. Fourth, we'll apply all of this to a real-world scenario we call the perfect college assignment. And finally, we'll wrap up with a summary and some final questions.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Finding and Formatting Text. This is all about the basics of quick editing so you never have to do manual, repetitive editing again.
Just think about how much time this single feature can save you. Imagine you've typed up a massive 50-page document. It's huge, and throughout that entire document, you use the word computer. But right before you're supposed to submit it, you realize, oh no, you actually needed to use the word system instead. Going through and changing that manually would take hours, right? And let's be real, you'd probably miss a few anyway. Well, the find command locates specific text instantly, and the replace command swaps it out entirely in one single click. You literally replace computer with system across a 50-page document in seconds. It's an absolute lifesaver.
And that idea of cleaning things up brilliantly illustrates our next point, organizing raw information. Whenever you have a giant block of text listing things, say hardware types like a keyboard, mouse, and printer, it just looks messy. It's hard for anyone to read. But by using the bullets and numbering feature, you instantly transform that raw, clunky data into clean, readable points. Whether you're using bullet points for a simple list or numbers for a sequential process, it makes your document infinitely more organized and way easier on your reader's eyes.
Moving right along to Section 2, Organizing Data in Tables. This is the critical phase where we take complex information and structure it so it's super easy to digest. Think about this. If you have to show a ton of really complex information in a document using a table, and at the exact same time you need to check for spelling mistakes, are you really going to sit there and do every single thing manually? Of course not. That's just a recipe for a massive headache. Microsoft Word has incredibly powerful automated features designed exactly for these kinds of complex, data-heavy scenarios.
The really crucial point here is knowing how to structure your data. By organizing your information cleanly into columns, like having one for student name, one for subject, and one for marks, your data becomes instantly readable. You're giving it a skeleton. But you don't just have to stop at basic boring grids. You can add custom headings, you can modify the table borders to make them pop, you can set the exact position on the page, and you can even insert images directly into those little cells. It literally turns a confusing, jumbled list of grades into a highly professional visual graphic.
Okay, let's transition to Section 3, Proofing and Automation Tools. This is where you essentially hire Microsoft Word to be your own personal editor and typing assistant.
We have all been there. You're typing fast, the ideas are flowing, and you're making typos left and right. Word features proofing documents tools that basically act as your safety net. The automatic spell check and grammar command identify typing and grammatical errors actively as you work. You don't have to wait until the very end of your writing session to realize you've misspelled a word. The system highlights it for you right then and there with those little squiggly lines, ensuring your final draft is completely error-free without you having to proofread it 10 times over.
But what happens if your spelling is technically right, but your vocabulary just feels, well, a bit basic? That's where this next tool comes in, and it's a personal favorite. The Thesaurus is a built-in feature that suggests words with similar meanings, synonyms. So, for example, if you realize you've used the word important 5 times in a single paragraph, it starts to sound repetitive. You just use the Thesaurus to find a better, punchier alternative like crucial, significant, or essential. It instantly upgrades the entire tone of your writing and makes you sound like a total pro.
Now let's group some incredibly smart automation features together. AutoCorrect, AutoText, and AutoComplete. AutoCorrect is that feature silently working in the background, fixing your common typing mistakes instantly.
Like when you accidentally type TEH instead of THE, it just flips it for you, no big deal. Then you have AutoText, which allows you to save frequently used blocks of text and just drop them in with a single click. And AutoComplete actually anticipates what you are typing and finishes the word for you. When you use all these together, they drastically cut down your typing time and save you so much mental fatigue.
And to camp off our formatting toolkit, we have Hyphenation. This is simply the process of dividing words at the end of a line appropriately. Now you might be wondering, why does this even matter? Well, without it, your text can look really jagged, leaving these awkward, blocky blank spaces at the end of your lines. Hyphenation automatically splits long words across 2 lines, which keeps the margins of your document looking incredibly clean, tight, and completely professional.
All right, moving into section 4. We've looked at a whole bunch of isolated features so far. Now, let's actually put it all together in a super relatable real-world scenario. Let's build the perfect college assignment.
Okay, imagine you have just finished typing out a massive 10-page computer science assignment. The hard part is done, but the document itself is a mess. It's raw. Here is the exact chronological life cycle of how you edit that assignment using the tools we just talked about. Step 1. You run find and replace to quickly swap out any outdated terms across all 10 pages. Step 2. You take your raw data paragraphs and arrange them cleanly with bullets and numbering so it's easy to read. Step 3. You create tables to properly display any complex information like student marks or hardware specs. Step 4. You run the spell and grammar check to instantly catch all those fast typing typos. Step 5. You elevate your language using the thesaurus to sound sharper while letting AutoCorrect fix the small stuff behind the scenes. And finally, Step 6. You do a final check on your formatting and hyphenation to make sure the margins are crisp. By following this exact workflow, you turn a messy, stressful draft into a highly organized, top-tier document.
And that brings us to our final section, Summary and Final Questions, as we wrap up Unit 8. We have covered a massive amount of ground today, looking at well over a dozen distinct features that Word offers.
To make absolutely sure you retain all this information for your exams, I want you to focus on a very simple 6-step mnemonic. This is your ultimate takeaway for the entire workflow. Ready? Find, edit, format, check, improve, finalize. I'll say it again. Find, edit, format, check, improve, finalize. Memorize this sequence, because if you remember these 6 steps, you will easily remember the purpose of every single tool we discussed today, from the initial find command all the way down to the final formatting checks.
I'm going to leave you with one final question to think about. Do you want the important questions and answers for Unit 8 as well? Let me know. If you found this explainer useful, comment your answer down below, hit that like button, and please share this with your classmates so they can study just as efficiently as you are. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Learn with Vaishali for more simple, exam-oriented explainers exactly like this one. Keep practicing with these tools, and I will see you in the next explainer.